Good morning. Assalamu alaikum rahman barakatuh. Today is Tell It Like It Is Tuesday. The topic that I want to discuss today is parenting, co-parenting. So many of us in society are single parents, and co-parenting in this generation has not seemed to be very effective. I won't completely blame the fathers on that because mothers play a part in that too. And that's what society doesn't seem to understand. We always want to be quick to blame the man for being a deadbeat father or whatever the case may be, but that's not always the situation. Sometimes the mothers are the cause as well, for the fathers not being able to be in their lives. You have bitter women out there that, because of their ill feelings, they don't know how to put their feelings to the side for the sake of their children. And then the child suffers. So now you don't want the child to be in the father's life because you feel some type of way about whatever he's doing in his life or how he treated you, or maybe you don't like the fact that he's moved on. That is childish and petty. God gifted you with the children. They are loans to you. You're designed to nurture, love, and teach them the right way, in the way that Allah would like you to bring them up in the best way that you can. But allowing your emotions to alter the trueness of parenting is not okay for your children. The same thing with fathers. Some men out there are angry and bitter because the woman doesn't want them, or because they mistreated a good woman and she decided to move on or just let it go. She decided she was no longer going to take that mistreatment anymore. And so he's mad and bitter, and now he doesn't want to be a father to his son. So now you can't be a man or a father if you're not with the woman. That doesn't make any sense to me at all. These children did not ask to be here. They are a gift from Allah. They are a gift from God. And we need to always admire and treat them as such. Because, yeah, they are children. Yeah, God gave them to us specifically. But we have a purpose to serve them in the way that God wants us to serve them. I have two kids, two little boys. I've been married twice. I've married both of my kids' fathers. Okay. I'm human. We all deal with situations. I deal with a situation of what I call a pop-up dad. Where you just pop in and out of a child's life. Sometimes you're here, sometimes you're there. Every few months, you a father. You know what I'm saying? And then you turn around and want to contact the mother and blame the mother as if it's her fault for you and your child not having communication. And let me tell you something. No matter where your child is in the world, it should never keep you from communicating with your child. Your child nothing but a phone call away. If you can spend all that time entertaining Facebook and Instagram and whoever else you want to entertain socially, then you can entertain your child. You don't have to be in the same state, in the same city to nurture, to love your child. It ain't about the materialistic thing. It's about the love and care, because a child not going to remember what you bought them. They're going to remember what you taught them. That's the difference. And they're going to remember what they see, what they hear, what you show them. So each and every day, I strive to be a better person for the sake of my children. Each and every day, I try to grow, and I pray to Allah to make me a better person, a better woman, so that I can be a better mother each and every day. Nobody is perfect. No parent is perfect. That's why we are designed to make mistakes. That's why we seek forgiveness every day. But it comes a point in a time where we have to grow up and figure out what's more important. It's time to put our angerness and our bitterness for the other person aside, because the bigger picture is your children's future. Where do you want your kids to be? What do you want your kids to do? Like I said, I have two beautiful boys. I am a single mother. I take care of my boys by myself with the grace and help of Allah, of course, and first and foremost. Without His grace and mercy in my life, I don't know where I would be, because I don't get help from, the other parents in the way that it should. Well, one of the other parents in the way that it should be. My younger son's father, he's the type of father that loves his children, that actually are as active in a child's life. But as I stated, sometimes bitterness clouds your judgment. You could be a great parent, but you allow so much anger and frustration towards the other person that you cloud your judgment, and then you start to slack in your parenting, your motherhood, your fatherhood. Never allow the decisions of someone else to control you, because at the end of the day, you have to answer for your own decisions and your own judgment. Because when the day of judgment comes and your book of deeds are handed to you, He's not gonna ask you about the other parent's book of deeds. He's gonna ask you about how did you treat the other parent in regards to the child. That's why it's very important that no matter what, always keep an open line for your children, for the other parent, whether you are the mother who has custody or you are the father, because there's some fathers out there that has custody of their children where the mother is considered the quote unquote deadbeat in society. But we don't speak about that enough. We speak more about the deadbeat quote unquote fathers. And are they really deadbeats? Maybe they just lost men who never really had that type of guidance, so they don't know how to guide a child. Maybe sometimes it could be a blessing that the father is not in the child's life, because they will do more damage than good. But at the end of the day, it's about coming together and unifying. We have to learn to be mature and to grow together, grow individually. When you think about your children, think about your childhood, how your childhood went, and imagine the things that you did not like that your parents did or did not do, or whatever the case may be. I tell my children I love them every single day, because I grew up in a household where it was hardly ever told. Not that I didn't know that I was loved, but the point is I was hardly ever told. You know what I mean? I knew that I was loved. I questioned it at times, because I'm like, okay, but at some point, all kids question whether their mama or daddy loves them, especially when you go through or you're being punished and disciplined, that kind of a situation. But the bottom line is this: I look back at how I grew up as a child, and I take the positive things that the old school learning, the old school upbringing, the yes sir, the no sir, the things of that, the respect for your elders. I take that and I instill that into my children. They say that a woman can't raise a man. How so? How is that? How can you say that? See, society has been brainwashed to feel whatever. Women are strong. Why can't a woman raise a man? How come they can't? A woman may not be able to show a man the things a man can show them, but a woman is perfectly capable of raising a man, because she can raise him to be respectful, to put Allah, God, first and foremost. She can raise him to be kind and love nature and the world, and to treat people with kindness. She can instill things in him that a man cannot. So why does society continuously tell us as women we are not able or capable to raise our children that Allah gave to us? He gave to us for a reason. So man or female, we are able. We have the strength. It's within us. It's in our spirit. It is ordained. So for you to tell me what I can and cannot do, you cannot. That's only for Allah, the knower of all things. So I say this to say, it is time for us to open our eyes, especially in our black communities. Mothers and fathers together are so scarce. You barely see them. They're like polka dots. They like the Dalmatian dog. Very little black spots. You understand what I'm saying? So with that being said, it's time, ladies and gentlemen, as our generation progress, instead of bringing a generation and incorporating these negative things that society wants us to incorporate, how about we get back to the history where our mothers and fathers was raising kids together and they stuck through the hard times. No matter what, Billy Joe went out there and worked in that farm till sun up to sundown, and he came home, and Mary Jo was in there. She was churning that butter, whatever she needed to do, but they worked together. And if you cannot be together as a parent, learn to work together as friends. There should be some type of kindness between the two of you, because y'all had to have something going on to create a child together. It wasn't just a lustful situation, unless that was a one-night stand. Astaghfirullah. But to each his own. Astaghfirullah, seek forgiveness. I'm not judging. I'm just saying, because we've all been there. Nobody's perfect. We all make mistakes. It ain't about the mistakes that you make. It's about how you correct your mistakes moving forward. So I reach out to every single parent, mothers and fathers. I say to you today, if you're not able to get along with the other party, pray about it. Pray that Allah softens your heart and softens their heart, and get the negativity out of your mind, because it's nothing but the shaitan. He is designed to tear you down. Shaitan does not want families together. He wants to destroy families. He wants the destruction of mankind. Never forget the promise of Allah. Always remember that his promise is true. And on the day of judgment, you will see for those who do not believe. Remember, your child is not a possession. It's a gift from God. So treat that child as a gift.